original politicians, they didn't have a salary.
It was a service job.
Like a National Guard, they would go to the Capitol and do their job, and then they would come back and go to work.
Like a small town, right?
Yeah.
It's like the mayor's also the police chief. I mean, the fire chief or whatever. And
I mean, to me that sounds genius because
Yeah,
you're dealing
'cause
with
you're
a real
still-
person who's living a real life.
But you also have to be realistic too. Like that's never going to happen
True.
nowadays.
Why couldn't
Compromise. It'd have to be like the overthrow of the government.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
No, I mean,
The officials are too deep, and they hold their
Too
position too
many
strong.
powerful figures.
Yeah.
But you could, as a nation, say, hey, we don't want lobbyists anymore. We don't want,
We want
you to
term
hold-
limits.
Yeah, we want term,
Term
limits.
limits, yes.
We
we
That
want
could-
money out of
Around the table.
You know, that would take literal act of Congress. They
Right.
would have to be voting, hey,
Against
we,
themselves.
we are,
Yeah.
you know, who's
But-
going to do that?
Yeah.
But there are some guys out there, but to me, like the whole answer to the recipe is bring the two sides. Is like, look, left and right, y'all, we both have really good points, but to the extreme of each one, we can't come together by just saying, no, I'm not going to give up this. And realizing the way to give it up is to give up the government power. And for us to be like, all right, you know what? If I agree with what you're saying and you agree with what I'm saying a little bit, like we can move together in the middle, but we have to work together on the ground level. And then that's also by putting people in positions in the government that are willing to say, you know what, if you elect me, I am going to go for the term limits, or I am going to get money out of politics.
Like term limits and no investing.